Good morning, students. In the last lecture, we end the theoretical parts of the second chapter, Mechanical Properties of the Fluid. In today's lecture, we are going to start a new chapter, Kinetic Theory of Gases and Radiation, and the topic is the introduction to this theory. Now, we know that the matter has three states. As we studied earlier, we all know the states. It is solid, liquid, and gas. On which factors these three states of the matter are differentiate from each other. What is the that is intermolecular forces. What is the intermolecular forces in the solid? In the solid, the intermolecular forces are very strong. But as we go into liquid, the intermolecular forces are less as compared to solid. So we can write here the intermolecular forces in the case of liquid are moderate. But what happens in the gas? In the gas, the intermolecular forces are negligible. So on these three factors, the state of the matters are differentiate from each other. They are also differentiate on the basis of the shape. Solid has a particular shape because the intermolecular forces between the molecules are very strong. Liquid and gases, they don't have their own shape because the intermolecular forces are very less as compared to the solid. In the last chapter, we discussed the mechanical property of the fluids. What are fluids? Fluids are the substances that can flow. So, we can say that this solid can't flow due to the strong intermolecular force, but this liquid and gases can flow from one place to another place, so they are called as the fluids. Okay, now in this chapter, we are going to discuss the kinetic theory of gases. What is kinetic theory? Kinetic theory means the molecules of the gases, as the intermolecular forces between the molecules of the gases are negligible, they move randomly within the container. So, due to this motion, various properties of the gases are arises. That properties are we are going to discuss in this chapter. Okay, now in the last year, in the 11th standard, we discussed about the three basic laws of the gases. Which are the laws? The first law is a Boyle's law, which state that the pressure of the gas is inversely proportional to volume if the absolute temperature of the gas is constant. It means at a constant temperature, the pressure and volume are inversely proportional to each other. If the pressure increases, volume decreases, and the pressure decreases, this volume increases. So this is called as the Boyle's law. The second one is the Charles. What Charles law state? Charles law state that the pressure is directly proportional to, sorry, this volume is directly proportional to the temperature if what constant? If the pressure is constant. So what does it mean? It means that the volume of the gas increases as the absolute temperature of the gas also increases. When the pressure of the gas is constant. Now third is it is Gay-Lussac's law, which state that this pressure is directly proportional to temperature when the volume is constant. It means that as the absolute temperature of the gas increases, its pressure also increases. But when the volume is kept constant. This principle is used in the case of pressure cooker, in which the volume remains constant and the temperature is increasing, so the pressure also increases. So when we combine these three laws, when we combine these three laws, we get PV is directly proportional to temperature. It means the product of pressure and volume is directly proportional to temperature. Okay, if we remove this proportionality sign, so we can write this PV is equal to RT. What is R? R is the universal constant whose value, this R is nothing but it is a universal constant and whose value is 8.314 joule per mole per degree Kelvin. So this is the value of, why it is called the universal constant, because this value remains constant for every gas and in every condition. So this is the value of this gas constant. Now if we are going to derive this equation for the n mole of gas, then we can write here this PV is equal to nRT. What is this n? This n, it is nothing but the mole of gas. What is mole? Mole of the gas can be calculated by using this relation. It is mole of the gas, n is equal to, this is equal to the mass of the gas divided by the molar mass. Mass of the gas means the mass of the gas containing in the container, and it is divided by the molar mass. What is molar mass? It is the mass of the gas of 1 mole. Okay, so this n is equal to m divided by m0. This is also can calculated by using n divided by na. What is n? N is the number of molecules present in the gas container divided by the number of molecules in 1 mole. Therefore, we can calculate this n by using these two formulas. Now, if we write this equation, so this is the gas equation, which is also called as the ideal gas equation. Why it is called as the ideal gas equation? This ideal gas equation is the equation which followed by the gases. So such equation is called as the ideal gas equation. Now this equation we can also write as this PV is equal to n Kb multiplied by T, where this Kb, it is nothing but the Boltzmann constant, or we can also write this n into Kb is equal to R, which is nothing but a gas constant as we discussed earlier. So we can also write this PV is equal to RT. So this is the ideal gas equation which followed by all gases, but in nature no gas is ideal. So in this lecture we discuss the kinetic theory of gases and we get the introduction of this kinetic theory. In the next lecture we are going to discuss about what are the ideal gases and real gases. This is for today. Have a good day. Bye.